So hi, when I find I do these things, it's best to just do it on the fly. So I haven't sat down all night. Those freaking skateboard videos got me so excited. The music was amazing. I exercised through every video, and then my creative juices started kicking in, and all I could think about was how I always wanted to buy skateboards and turn them into art. And I love skateboards. They're on my wall. I turn skateboards, as you can see right there, into shelves, and then over there I have a wall unit under my TV, and it's all snowboards, and they make the awesomest shelves. And if I had a tiny house or something, I'd probably use skateboards for stairs, for the steps, and utilize them everywhere because they're just so freaking cool looking, and they're durable, and they're flexible, and they just look awesome, and they're the perfect size and depth. And anyways, what got me going was thinking about all these things that I want to do. Like after I get myself established on that piece of land that I got and set up a place, I just can't wait to start gardening and doing art, and that's gonna be really fun, and dancing on the property. It's going to be really cool to just feel so free and walk across the road and go to the river and have a fire and dance there. And hopefully everything works out great. But why I'm talking about art is I was remembering I had done these, and when I first came here I was in a bad place. I really shifted and helped my sister and stuff, and boom, I was just all of a sudden here. And so I used this thing called media journaling to create almost like vision boards, and to do like I guess get my head in alignment and like emotional therapy or something. But it was really fun, and then I started going from making myself feel better to manifesting. And I look back in these journals, and it's cool, and it's fun and creative, and you're coloring and you're drawing, and you know, as you're getting more into it, it's like taking your imagination and putting it on the next step, which is paper, and then that allows you to expand further in your imagination, which everything about this life is perception. And as soon as you perceive something differently, your whole world changes. So, you know, if you, like, sometimes you go into something and you're really excited and you love it, and it's working really well, and you just can't believe how awesome it is, and then one day you go, why the hell didn't that, what happened? I don't know what happened. It's because you changed your perception. It wasn't the same as when you first started. Or your relationship, someone or something else changed their perception, and then it shifted your emotions or moods or something, and then you became out of alignment. So, and we have to be really aware of that, because we kind of have to treat certain things in our life like our favorite pair of riding boots. It doesn't matter how beat up my riding boots get. I freaking love them. I think they're the best thing. I don't know if I'll ever part with them, even if the soles break in half, or you know, my toes start falling out of the end or something. And it's kind of like, or your favorite riding jacket, or you know, you that's how you got to be with your partner, and you got to be like that with your career or business you start, or anything, your best friend, because you got to keep seeing them like the first day you fell in love with them, or you got to see the good in them, in spite of some of the stupid stuff they might do, or you got to still love your house the way you did when you bought it, or because you know, the more love and nurturing and attention you put into it, the more it grows on you, and it becomes part of you. And anyways, getting to the journals. So I remember I wanted a cello, and I made a little thing about a cello, and there's a little story that there was a time where I was really wanting, I had a gas guzzling vehicle, and I wanted another vehicle, and there was a deer in the yard, and somehow it made eye contact with me, and I felt like it was really important, and I went babysitting, and one of my family members had brought me a cello, and I was so excited, and my dad was there for dinner, and I said, Dad, take the cello with you, because I don't want anything to happen to it, and I'll go visit you tomorrow. And then the drive to where I was going ended up, I hit a deer, and I hit the deer just in a certain way where it didn't damage the vehicle too bad, but it put it over, and I got to keep the vehicle and get a new vehicle. And if I would have hit the deer with the cello on the car, the cello probably would have flew through the front window. So it was really interesting how that all turned out, and it all was a beautiful manifestation, even in spite of having to go through a little bit of stuff. And even the girl who I got the new car from was a win-win, because she was trying to buy a property, and I needed a car, and she drove all the way from Geraldton to meet me at the MTO and put this car on the road, and then she took a bus back, and it was like awesome. And I had this bright yellow PT Cruiser, gold. It was so gold. Like, I remember getting in it and going, oh my god, what have I got myself into? This is so not me. And then it grew on me. It was like the sunshine car, the Buddha Zen car, and even the interior. This was it was a Golden Dream PT Cruiser, and the interior was awesome. So I went and got myself a pair of those amber colored like amber vision glasses, and when I'd sit in there on a rainy, miserable day, I mean, it was still sunshine in there. I couldn't believe how happy I was all the time. So anyways, manifesting is, and getting your brain in positive place whenever you get in a bad mood. You want to do that as fast as you can. 30 seconds if you can, not 60 days. Usually I'm really good, but some things are hard, or the problem is you sometimes leave them too long to deal with them, and then they hit you. So anyways, and then I did some gratitude appreciation. They're just simple, but some of these really, when I wanted to start learning how to ride a motorcycle and buy one, I did these kind of things, and they were really, you can see them back there on the wall. I put them up there, and there's a tiny house there and everything that I have laid out. Here's some more, and they make you happy. And this one, I love this one. This is my butterfly Medusa, or sunshine Medusa. That's the site I was saying about the tarot cards in one of the videos. And this one is my favorite. This one is, I did this to the song Hush with Deep Purple, and it's running away from the getting locked in the tower and the big bad wolf, and it's got wings. And what I usually do when I'm meditating is I'm kind of like in BC or something, and there's water, and those big windy roads that go high above the water, and then there's railings. Well, I get on this bike, and I'm going around a big curve, and I fly off the cliff, and then I kind of astral plane. I don't know if I actually astral plane, but that's my launch to go into the other world, where I put all my stuff. I just call it in the vortex, or have interactions with my helpers, I guess. Things I don't know, once my property, I met in a dream to meditative music. I swear I've been to medicine and all. His name was Ramsey or something, and he told me I was gonna have land. Well, we were in a boxcar, and there was train tracks running along the road, and then water, and when you really think of it, it's kind of cool because he told me to stay on track, and we were looking at lush green environment, and so when I went to look at my property, it looked just like that. And there was a PD railway, and the train fell in that river. So, you know, weird things happen, and you just trust symbols and signs and your intuition sometimes, and hopefully it all works out. So this was a picture I pretended to do of myself. I didn't put all the words around it. And then this one was for my bike course. I had these on my old Facebook, and I'm proud of them. There is sorta how my land kind of looks. So, you know, you draw stuff and you imagine, and it's so funny. I've done this my whole life. I have pictures and I put them in books, and then I look back years later and go, oh my god, I did buy that, or I did do that. And I like this burgundy old Jeep Cherokee that I had that pasted in a book, and I didn't see it. Sometimes it's 3 years later. It all depends how much you really like something or think about it. If you don't think about it or put your heart into it, it's not too important to you, and you discard it. But it's still there. It'll come maybe a little slower. But as soon as you get like this year with land, I was really obsessed. But I didn't. Either way, I'd take it or leave it. But I also did practicing with other pieces of land, and then going to banks and stuff like that, even just to find out how it would all go. And those action steps really help a lot. And interacting with people, it creates an energy. And I don't know. And the other times I just thought about it and drew it, and didn't do a lot of interacting. And I think you gotta go out and create energy, a stir, an interacting excitement to help it along a little bit. Or I just had this thing in my head that I needed a partner. I think that's really what it was. I thought I needed a partner to have the land, and then when I didn't have my partner, I realized I don't really need a partner. What the hell? I used to run a place all by myself for many years while the person was out of town. Why can't I run my own land by myself? Of course I can. And I used to stay home as a little kid, home all the time, so of course I can run land. And then that's it for that one. And then I did one of me, self-reflection. I always do the really uppity nose. My nose is uppity, but... And then, I don't know what else I got in here. But these are... Oh, my dragon. I love that one. That was 2012. That's when I was doing this. And I'd do little things like that. So I was doing... Then, oh yeah, broken hearts. How to heal a broken heart. We all go through that stuff. Then I did some on lifestyle. Oh yeah, synergy approach of success and mind mapping. It's good to get your mind mapping on stuff. And then God is the maker of all things. It's kind of important. Your thought is really important, and so are your beliefs. You gotta dig in your head and see what kind of beliefs you have, because if you're subconscious, it has some really deep, strong beliefs from like childhood or your past, or especially if you've ever been through trauma or something. You got to pull that out, because it's always back there hindering you. And then what else do I got here? And then there's health and wealth and happiness and standards and beliefs, and yeah, that's about it. But oh yeah, this one, I like this. The door. I created a door, and then just goofy little simple things like this, you know, like what you like, coffee, and you want to go yard sailing, and music, and you want to go buy some new shoes and a purse. Like, I was trying to be girly here, and I was calling it the sizzling summer. And then you know, some stuff, cutting cords, you want to like What's the problem? So you gotta like kind of almost act it. Sometimes you gotta pretend it's something you gotta go out to the woodshed and take an axe and cut something. Like chop it. Just chop it and imagine splintering it all up and burn it. Throw it in the boiler. Or bury it. Boiler's better. And what else? That's about it. So these are my really fun things, and I thought I'd share them with you because it's really helped me in my life, and I'm really excited about doing art again. So you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you again.